Hi, I'm Glenn. Dave's behind the camera. We're the NC Beer Guys. We promote NC Craft Beer online at NCBeerGuys.com. We traveled a long way today to bring you a brand new NCBeerBuzz. We came the whole way down the street in Cary to 1222 Northwest Maynard Street Drive, whatever they call Maynard in Cary. And you guys have always known for some time now that the best food truck in the Triangle was Big Mike's Barbecue. Well, Mike Markham has found his location. He has done a brick and mortar store here on Maynard Street, Maynard Avenue, Maynard Road. What's it called?
Maynard Rd.
Maynard Rd. And we're going to settle in, and he's going to continue the food truck, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'll always have the food truck. You're going to still find the food truck out and about all over. But we're here, and we're going to have a great barbecue, bottle shop, and tap tasting area.
Yep.
So, what more can you want? Beer, barbecue, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us in.
Absolutely.
So how's it going? We're a couple days in. So far, so good?
Day number one was interesting. Day number two's been even more interesting. Still just learning the flow of the kitchen more than anything, but the beer's all pouring nice and cold, so that's the important thing. And letting everybody carry know we got a bottle shop over here too is very, very nice for us.
So now, tell us about the concept. What do you want the place to be? You've got a bottle shop, you've got a cold tap, you've got barbecue coming out the back.
I'm thinking mostly it's going to be a to-go barbecue joint during the day.
To-go barbecue, because we're not got a lot of room for seating.
About 20 seats, so you're going to come in and bring a big group. You might want to call ahead, make sure we got a table for you. But we will take reservations. But the one thing we want everybody to know is that even, this is the to-go barbecue place to grab on the way home. Take it home to the family. We're going to do a lot of 2 pounds of meat, 3 pints of sides to go, and then
so between work and home on that weeknight,
absolutely.
Stop by.
Yeah, we'll be open Tuesday to Saturday from 11 to 9. On the weekends, we might open a little bit later for serving our beer patrons. But we're going to do growlers to go and try to really make it that nice little farm-to-table small joint to come eat in the evenings and drink some really good beer. So we're going to do some really locally focused, as organic as possibly can on the food at night. During the day, it'll be mostly the food truck menu. At night, we're going to be able to do some more fun stuff because we don't have a lot of seats. So we can do a lot of fun stuff on a small scale, so we don't have to worry about feeding too many people at one time with that. So
for our viewers who don't know you or have not followed the food truck like we have around Wake County for some years, tell us about how you got started in the barbecue business, how you came to be, what you've done with the truck has led you to this point.
Oh man, I just started as a backyard barbecue connoisseur and had my own homemade smoker out of a terracotta flower pot, a terracotta lid, and a little electric hot plate. Started doing barbecue at that point, and the demand grew where I couldn't get by with just doing 3 butts at a time anymore. So bought a bigger smoker. More people started to like it. The natural progression was towards a restaurant, and the wife forbid that. So we had no restaurant experience at all other than watching it on TV. So I guess I decided that the food truck might be the right way to go. And the barbecue barn that we pull around was a guy that started one, and just it was in the wrong demographic area out in Clayton, and really couldn't make it happen with that. So he had it available. It was already set up, ready to go. So we just took it over, and after the brief grace period from Wake County Health Department, they allowed us to operate after going through all the loopholes with them, and then we just started, and it was a very tough challenge. But after about 2.5 years now, we feel like we're going to be here to stay for a while.
So we're about 3 years in on the truck?
Yeah, getting close to it. Okay. This upcoming spring will be 3 years. We're right at 2.5 years, so every 6 months feels like 6 years.
So the wife finally said she was okay with this after you proved yourself, or you just kind of got rid of her somewhere, or what's the door?
It keeps me out of the house.
Keeps you out of the house now. Okay, so you evolved her opinion.
The food truck season is very limited as far as the warm weather, so in the wintertime, this is a way for her to keep me gone more, because on the wintertime I was around too much, I think, so she wanted that to happen. But now it's, she definitely believes in it. She's my biggest supporter, and my biggest critic too. So
well, that's all right. We need both.
Yeah, absolutely. She gets all the credit.
So with the success of the food truck, and you've always been a big craft beer guy. We see you at all of these breweries and all these beer events, and you've always been promoting craft beer. What made you think you were going to do both, the mix here on site?
It's kind of following that dream. I mean, cooking barbecue for a living doesn't really seem like something to be attainable by somebody that just loves doing it. So beer is kind of another same love for me too. And the biggest part about it was I got to know more and more about beer, because everywhere we take the food truck seems to evolve around craft beer and the local breweries, because that was our regular schedule, was full steam every Friday night. We would work our way between all the breweries from Deep River to working all the way out to Blueprint, and then just anywhere in between we could find that was beer associated without food around. That's what really drew people to it, and barbecue and beer just sort of the perfect pairing if you ask me. But Anything smoked just goes so well with a nice hops.
Right. And you've done a lot of work, we know, from pairing the beers with the food.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the things you put out there, that macaroni and cheese with barbecue, what do you call it something?
Piggy mac.
Piggy mac. That's just an excellent thing with a nice smoked beer. That's excellent.
Yeah, that's delicious. And we also have the redneck nachos too, which that's been a big hit at the breweries because people eat the plates early, and in the evening, after having a few beers, they want to still have a snack to go with it. Just kind of having that warm, savory, sweet, spicy thing that goes in your belly. The redneck nachos it's kind of like the walking Frito bag. It's a walking taco. It's Fritos, pork, baked beans, blue cheese coleslaw, and then we got like a vinegar sauce or a mustard vinegar sauce we put on top of it. That we don't really advertise the vinegar or the mustard sauce because that's usually known for south of the border from here. But yeah, we do save it on that one dish, and we put that on some burn-ins every now and then.
And somebody said you were going to be doing barbecue. I mean, hamburgers with your barbecue sauce here too, maybe?
We're going to do our homemade bacon ground up in the beef as a burger here.
Okay,
so that'll only be available at night, like not during the day for lunch service. But
so that's different.
In the evening,
that's different than the food truck.
Yeah, yeah. Right. So you'll be able to find those fun things. And the plans are, if we can survive these next few months, we're going to start another food truck, and just hopefully by the springtime when food truck season picks back up, we're going to do a wing truck and a burger truck. And the kind of signature burger is going to be our house-made bacon that goes into the locally grass-fed beef, and then of course having our smoked wings as an item on that truck because we can do a lot of volume in those. But doing a barbecue truck, it seems to kind of get in the way. Wings take up a lot of space on the smoker, so we can only do so much volume every time we get out there.
And the original food truck stays on the road?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to have 2 trucks on the road, and then this location.
The second truck's going to be called Brown Chicken, Brown Cow. So
Brown Chicken, Brown Cow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're kind of excited about that one. So we're getting the website worked out right now.
So we're breaking news here today.
Yeah, this is breaking news.
All right, good. We like breaking news. That's
Absolutely.
great.
Absolutely. So, but we got to survive a couple weeks here first before we're going to find out too much more.
And other than the taps and the tasting area, what made you decide to do the bottles?
Yeah, well, that was our first shipment, so we're going to really fill in some holes after. The goal is to have about 300 different things in the bottle and can that we can take to go. The idea behind it was we want this really to be a place to come in and grab your food and go. Same thing with the beer. I've got 2 young children, and the hardest thing for me to do is to hit a craft beer shop and to get my kids fed something wholesome. So we're going to give them a home cooked meal. Daddy can get a 6-pack and take it home with them, and everybody's happy if you ask me that. So I'm pretty interactive with the children at home, so that's a great way to kind of combine that. And we're in a good enough spot where you can just leave your kids in the car and come in and go. I don't know if that needs to be publicized. Me saying I'm gonna leave my kids in the car, but
don't leave your kids in the car.
Don't leave your children in the car.
Kids in the car.
It's a short walk to get inside, but for me it's a great thing to have, and it's a really accessible location. So there's not an easy to get to bottle shop anywhere around here. That's one thing I looked at the map and I was like, man, there's no bottle shops, and this wonderful woodwork was already here for the butcher shop that was before.
Okay, I didn't know.
They had wine stacked in there. I'm like, wow, we could put a lot of beer on that little shelf, and it doesn't eat into the location a whole lot. So it was just hey, I wanted to have a bottle shop one day. Hey, why not combine the 2 together and do one now? So yeah, so for having the 2 young children at home, having a full sit-down restaurant with 100 seats just wasn't going to be possible right now.
That's not right. That's not the concept.
Yeah, the concept is get great food, get it quick and get it to go. If there's room, if there's room to stay.
Have a beer while you wait.
They'd love to have
a beer while you wait for your order to come.
Yeah.
Take a 6-pack home.
Yeah, and the idea, we did mostly sixtels on all the kegs, so that way we're constantly going to rotate. The tap's going to change a lot, so the goal is when one goes, a new one comes in behind that, and we're going to really focus as much as we can on North Carolina beers and work our way out from there. If there's some gaps we can't fill locally, then we'll stretch across the U.S., but most of it's going to be as local as possible. I mean, you can see now we've got a fairly local selection. We try to hit as much as we could. There's a couple that didn't make it that are coming next week, so it was just a way to get what we felt was right. We buy our pigs locally. We try to buy our beer locally too. So.
We love hearing that.
Yeah.
Shop local. I mean, you can't beat that.
Absolutely. Can't.
Thanks for having us in.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you. I always appreciate you guys' support.
Thanks. Appreciate it. So remember, until next time, you got to check out Big Mike's Brew N Que.
Brew N Que.
1222 Northwest Maynard Rd, Cary.
Yep.
Barbecue to go, or to eat in, but mostly to go.
Yep.
Beer to drink while you wait, bottle to go with you.
There you go.
Kind of neat. That's good. Till next time, this is Dave and Glenn, NC Beer Guys, and it's been another episode of NC Beer Buzz. And we'll remember, shop local, drink local, and keep your beer dollars in North Carolina.